All right, the 2018 Trance has got some really nice, worthwhile changes. Little updates over the 2017 I really dig. I love the 2017 Trance, incredible trail bike. Man, 2018 doesn't disappoint. They made some rad changes. Let's go check it out. All right, so we're getting a little bit of an early start this morning before we headed into work, but I've got the 2018 Giant Trance 2. They made a few changes on this guy over last year's. So the 2017 got like a new frame. They redid the shock with the trunnion mount and that carbon rocker arm. So they changed things up a little bit.
Filming in my filthy garage.
I wouldn't be in your filthy garage if you got your butt out of bed when we were on time. Just picked up Zach. We're gonna go swing by and pick up Doug and head up Jacob's Ladder. Like I was saying though, they made a few changes on the 2018, even though they already made like a whole new bike in 2017. And oddly enough, they changed up a few things that I kind of had some complaints about. You know, not huge complaints, but that 2017 Trance that they kind of redesigned, it came with an 1142 cassette on the bike, and I was kind of bummed about that since it was 2017, and you know, Shimano was making the 1146. So this new bike's got the 1146 cassette, which is nice. It's got a little bit nicer tires. The 2017 came with knobby nicks. This has got, in my review, I was saying how I wish it came with minions, and they ended up putting the high roller on here. So you know what? That's a great tire. A little slower rolling than the knobby nick, but you know, this is a 140, 150 mil travel trail bike. It's nice to have some grip on this bike. So excited about the tire, excited about the cassette, and then the cockpit here. You know, is wider handlebars, you know, 780 mil wide handlebars, and the shorter 50 mil stem on here just feels really way better. Anyway, yeah, let's go grab Doug and then get up on the trail. Demoing this bike from Go Ride today. They're a pretty big Giant dealer in my area, and I got a lot of demo bikes. They got a bunch of these Trances right now, so if you're local, get over there and take one out if this is the budget you're in. It's $100 more than it was last year. I think it's 2,800 bucks. But man, I do not know how you find a better bike for 2,800 bucks, man.
That thing retails for 2,800.
Can you believe that, dude? Dropper post, wide tire, comes set up tubeless from the factory, tubeless, all ready to go. Has nice, you know, Maxxis high roller tires ready to go, and SLX everything. Wow. With a Fox 34 on the front, and it weighed 29.5 pounds out of the box. That's not bad for 2,800 bucks, considering a dropper post by itself is, you know, 350 bucks. Anyway, good budget, or good price point on this Giant Trance 2. A lot of bike for the money. Okay, I know we started out in the dark today, but trust me, it'll be light enough by the time we start ascending. Just finishing climbing up Canyon Hollow here. Then we'll get to the top of Jacobs and start descending down. If this is your first time to one of my bike reviews, this is kind of what we do. Take a bike out, give you our opinion on it, kind of our first thoughts, and kind of tell you what we think about it, and go from there. So subscribe, stick around, turn on notification, guys. I don't have like a weekly upload like every Monday type of thing or every Friday. It's just kind of try doing once a week, but can be a little sporadic. So click on that notification bell, hit the like button, and we'll keep pumping out videos. All right, getting closer to the top here. Climbed about 2,000 feet. on this Giant Trance this morning, and man, it climbs awesome. I like the way this Maestro suspension sits up tall and just motors along. I like it a lot. If you guys haven't seen my 2017 Trance video, go check it out. I talk a lot more about the climbing in that video, but climbs great for a 140 mil travel bike. Oh, dude, such a nice bike. I mean, it feels like extra nice because it's $2,800 man. It's $2,000 less than a lot of bikes I'm demoing that are real similar to this bike. It's just such a good deal. It's super plush feeling. It's quiet. I feel like super comfortable on it. And it's nice to have that High Roller 2 tire on there. It's just so smooth. Tons of traction. Yeah, it just feels good. And it probably doesn't feel quite as burly as maybe some of the other 140, 150 mil bikes I've been riding, but it feels awesome. So the 2017 had a 32 tooth chainring. This has got a 30 and I am spun out. Hit the jump. Whoa! Oh, that was a little sketchy. Grab some brake. Nice. There we go. Oh yeah, it's just a poppy fun bike. There we go. Oh, you were hauling, dude.
What?
Yeah, you were. Oh, that was fun. You know, Jacob's Ladder is a pretty rowdy little trail. This bike's maybe not as like stable.
Is it not?
And composed as like some other 140, 150 mil bikes. Maybe not as composed as like the Bronson or that Mach 6 and that Mach 5.5 by Pivot that I just rode like a week ago. Yeah, it's not that it wasn't stable, just maybe isn't as stable as some of the bikes I've been riding recently. But I've been riding some burly bikes, you guys, you know. It felt good, and that's some rowdy high-speed track that we just went down right there. Now this trail right here, Ghost Falls, should be a lot of fun on this bike. The bike feels super nimble and light. It was 29.5 pounds about, but it felt super poppy and fun. Freaking Zach. Yeah, really lively bike. In and out of these turns nice and quick. Feels nimble. Pretty poppy off stuff. Suspension up on Jacobs felt good, like very plush and good. This is a great trail bike. If you're gonna do like a ton of like enduro-y type stuff, I hate to use that word. I don't know what enduro means in terms of terrain, but I think most people have an understanding of what I'm talking about. Gonna go to some really big, gnarly tracks. You might benefit from getting, you know, something more like the Bronson or the Pivot Mach 5.5. But you're almost double the price of this guy. You're spending quite a bit more money. Get out and demo one. I dig this bike. I don't think there's a better bike for $3 grand or $2,800, whatever it is. Good group set, climbs well, suspension feels good. I think the bike's rad. Hey guys, just got back from my ride on the 2018 Giant Trance. They made some really cool changes to this over the 17. Made the cockpit a lot better, swapped out the rear cassette, put on some better tires. I really I thought it was great. I thought it was awesome. I like the paint job too. This primer gray is really cool looking. It felt really plush, really nimble and poppy. It's an awesome trail bike. Like when I think of like the one bike, if you want a 27.5 bike, this is kind of a pretty sweet rad bike for 3,000 bucks, for 2,800 bucks. It's not going to be as stable, in my opinion, as and composed on really heavy, fast stuff as maybe some other bikes I've demoed in this category, like the Bronson, the Santa Cruz Bronson, and the Pivot. You know, Mach 5.5 kind of come to mind. Those bikes that I've ridden recently, but those are double in price. I thought it was an awesome bike. I could have this be my only bike if this was the budget I was in, and I could go do everything. It climbs awesome, descends awesome. It's not a dog. It's not, you know, wallowing in its travel. It feels snappy and good, and it's fun. I thought it was a really rad bike. Hopefully the review is good for you today. If you get some time, hop on Giant's website and check out the specs. I don't go into a ton of the specs, but geometry felt good. I'm 5'8". I was on a medium. I thought it was really a fun bike today. Yeah, if this is kind of what you're in the market for, I don't think you can find a better bike for the money. I had a lot of fun making this video today. Trails were running good. It's a great time to be a mountain biker. Thanks, guys.